10 common staffing problems. The necessity of the corporate world, whether it is in the public or private sector. Yes, we all know that no business can survive without staff. The number of employees hired may vary from 1 to whatever number of people a specific business demands. The problem lies in the quality and the sustainability of the staff. To succeed in hiring such staff in both quality and sustainability, organizations all around the world appoint staff agencies. The newly rising era of digitization has brought a whole new spectrum of possibilities to make work relatively easier, but also brought complexities of the tech-savvy world, giving birth to staffing challenges. Also, the post-pandemic world has a new normal and requires changes and adjustments by the companies and the staff. It has pushed staffing companies to incorporate new strategic staffing solutions. For more episodes, please subscribe, like our channel, and hit the bell icon for notifications. Since 2020, staffing agencies have different employment issues, and staff management has taken a toll on them. Keeping in mind the work from office, work from home, and hybrid employment requirement and recruiting employees to fit the step up of each corporate entity, respectively, is the towering staffing challenge faced by staffing companies. To avoid said employment issues during the recruitment process, the first step is to identify the challenges that hinder the quality, retention, and sustainability of the hired employees. Let's have a glance at 10 of the most common staffing problems. Number 1, skill gap or inaptitude. Finding a perfect fit of apt knowledge and personnel experience has always been a colossal roadblock for staffing agencies. It is a difficult bridge to gap between the skills expected by the hiring company and the bona fide talent existing in a prospective employee. Thus, a skills shortage causes a staffing shortage. Number 2, reactive recruitment. Many companies still follow the reactive hiring strategy, which is not healthy for smooth running and growth in the long run in the corporate sector. Such organizations only start looking for a job prospect when a position gets vacant. It causes two substantial issues: an overload of work on existing employees and sometimes the hiring of inadequate staff due to a rushed vetting process. Number 3, staff turnover and attrition. Turnover is never a comfort zone for any business. The higher the turnover rates, the higher the possibility of business failures. There is numerous reasons for which employees leave a job: termination, resignation, lack of staff management, and employee engagement, feeling burnt out, work-life balance. Looking at the recent graph of employee turnover, the great resignation of the big quit has a significant impact on people, boosting their confidence in leaving a secure job. It has made staffing agencies more attentive about how and who to hire to reduce employment issues. Overstaffing. Every business has a busy season according to its niche. It is when it needs urgent hires to complete its set targets. Many companies make the mistake of appointing more full-time employees for such purposes, which cause inevitable layoff after a certain period due to overstaffing. Also, the mandatory condition of being on the payroll for at least 3 months before an employee can receive the employment perks has made recruiting a complex process for staffing companies. Understaffing. Understaffing happens when a company lacks the required number of employees and the existing one have to work overtime. It causes a downfall in work efficiency and leaves the employee with low morale and feeling burned out. It also compels the employee to pay for the said overtime to avoid high turnover. Innovative staff management plays an integral role in such staffing challenges. Unconscious or implicit bias. There are federal laws to prevent biased recruitment processes. Making implicit biased decisions while hiring staff is the most common staffing problem. It takes root due to several elements like psychological or geological. Even when prevented, there remain an unsaid tug of tension between the employees because of issues like region, religion, caste, economic status, etc. Ineffectual job advertisement. Sometimes the organization use outdated strategies to put on the job posting or express unrealistic expectations with a low payroll. Also, some companies become rigid about age and experience, which reflect the number of potential candidates applying. Onboarding process. It is very difficult for companies to make its new staff feel welcome and organize activities occasionally to establish a good rapport between old and new employees. Even experienced workers need time and training to feel a part of a team working to their best capabilities. It is unnecessary, but it represents a common cause of staffing shortages these days. High competition. Technology has opened gateways for willing and potential candidates globally. They and other staffing agencies can easily reach out to others through social media platforms. It has made the competition grow and created employment issues. Blooming freelance and remote work policy. Freelancing is not new to the business world, but post-pandemic, its growth is lightning. Where remote work facilities has become a boon for many people, they also hiked up the staffing challenges. Recognition of staffing problems is not enough if there are no solutions. If the organization and staffing companies stick to strategic staffing solutions, the employment issue will likely reduce to none. The few best ways to retain employees are hire cultured staff and conduct skill-based training courses, include proactive recruitment processes, implement employee engagement activities to create a healthy, stress-free, and unbiased work environment, hire only an adequate number of employees, use attractive and realistic job postings, adapt the ongoing business trends. Suffice it to say that staffing problems are never ending, but it's not impossible to reduce them and create a more productive corporate world. All kinds of business, regardless of the size, type, or sector, need to identify and rectify the above stated employment issues. They require fortitude, flexibility, and strategic staffing solutions like employment engagement and retention strategies. Business companies can effortlessly experience this transition by hiring well-founded staffing agencies and follow through with the essential factors necessary to reduce common staffing problems. That's all for today's episode. If you have any questions about this episode, feel free to write it in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and give this episode a thumbs up. It will help the algorithm to promote our channel. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next episode.